What's up, guys? Welcome to this tag video. This is a tag response to my man ShadJuice513 over on his channel. He just tagged me a week or so ago about my top 5 essential NES games. He in turn was tagged by our boy CMRetro Gaming. Chris over there tagged him, so very cool. I've been wanting to do this one for a while, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. The stipulations for this are it cannot be a Mario game and it cannot be a Zelda game. Chris went a little further in saying he was excluding his favorite franchise, the Megaman's franchise. But yeah, we'll see what makes my list. So first up, my first top 5. None of these are in particular order. All of them are essential, so you need to go out and buy every single one of them right now. Okay, you're back? Okay, cool. Alright, so, all joking aside, these games are awesome. First one up, I played this game a lot as a kid. I never beat it. I want to go back to it and try to beat it. But it was so fun, and that is Tiny Toon Adventures. Tiny Toon Adventures is an incredible game. It's just I love the cartoon. If you love the cartoon, you definitely have to play through it anyway. But you know, it has obviously the younger versions, the children of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and all these guys, and have their children. That's what Tiny Toons is. But you played as these characters like Dizzy Devil and Buster Bunny and these other guys, and you had to platform your way through different levels, and each character had its own specific ability that it could do. Like like Buster could jump higher, or Dizzy could spin and knock enemies out by spinning. A very incredible game. Definitely on the top 5 essential NES games. Okay, next game. This game I discovered only a couple years ago. I used to work at GameStop. I met a good friend there named Billy. He used to be a manager. Or I think he is still a manager there at GameStop. But anyway, he wanted to get this game for his son. He came over actually and bought some games from me that I had duplicates of. And I let him have this for free. It was my only copy of this game, but thankfully I discovered it really not that long after I gave it to him. So, which was really cool. But yeah, this game he grew up with and absolutely loved, and he wanted to share in the experience with his son. And it's definitely an essential NES game, and that is Little Nemo Dream Master. So I think this was based on like a movie or TV show, something. But anyway, Little Nemo Dream Master. You're a little boy. You go to sleep, and you're pretty much playing in the dream world. And what is so cool about this is that it's another platformer game, but you can control different characters, or you can get inside of these like creatures. Like I think there's like a frog, and you can jump in the frog and pretty much turn yourself into that frog, and you hop around and hop on enemies and can jump higher. There's also like a mole that you can control and go down, and dig through the dirt and access new areas below the level. Just different. There's a lot of different creatures that you can control, and it's very cool, very fun. Definitely want to invest some more hours into it, but just the first couple levels are just a joy to play, and yeah, definitely need to play the Nemo Dream Master. Next one, another game that I played as a kid, and I absolutely loved to death. The first one was really fun, but by like you're gonna get it when I mention this. The water level, with the shocking seaweed and everything, was killer. All right, and it was so difficult. I never got past that level, but we actually progressed quite a bit further in this game, and that is Turtles 2, the arcade game. This is an awesome port of the arcade the arcade version. It's so fun to play 2 players. That's what I remember most with this game. Just teaming up with my buddy, and we would just wreak havoc. Beat 'em up style, beating up foot soldiers and whatnot, and then like fighting Rocksteady and Bebop. And the cool thing is, I always think about that when, you know, like the old Nintendo games when you were starting to beat up a boss and they start to flash red and they start flashing red faster. I remember this game, like, because I just remember that sticking out in my mind, like, oh yeah, we almost got him down. Come on, just a little more, and yeah. So Turtles 2, definitely, I think more fun in the first Turtles, and it's an essential NES game. Alright, next game. This one, actually, I've been wanting to have for a very long time. I only picked it up last year. I've played it. It's kicked my butt over and over again. I got to the second stage, and I'm happy that I got that far. I want to continue to play and try to get back. By the way, one of early... Speaking of CMRetro Gaming, if you haven't checked out his video on this game, you need to watch it because he is amazing. He did a no-death run when he was recording this, and it is amazing. So you definitely need to check this out. But that game is Contra. I know this was on his list as well, and yeah, I mean, this game is amazing. It's amazingly hard too. It's, like a lot of NES games, you have to pretty much memorize exactly where enemies are going to pop out, enemies are going to throw grenades, where these gun turrets are going to shoot out. You got to remember all that stuff when you're playing through, so it's just trial and error and just working your way through old school Nintendo style, which is awesome. But you gotta have some patience. And obviously it does have the Konami code. So the up, down, left, right, that code, I'm not going to go with it, but, yeah. Get you 30 lives extra, and it's still hard. It's still very hard. I played this, the 2-player is amazing with this as well, just like Turtles, I just showed. Definitely get a buddy to play this game with you, or your girlfriend, or boyfriend, or whoever. Whoever you want to play with this with, mom, dad, whoever. Whoever plays games, get them to play this with you. This is an awesome game. I actually got my girlfriend to play with me on this one, and yeah, we died a lot, but we had a lot of fun. And that is why this game is an essential NES game. Chris actually excluded this series in it, but I just can't. I just can't. Because this game, I probably played the most out of any of my NES games, and that includes the Mario Brothers, or at least it's at least on par with how much I played games. Honestly though, I think I played this game way more, and I love the series. It's a notoriously hard series, but yeah, I just can't get enough of it, and that is Mega Man, specifically Mega Man 5. Yes, and there's a story behind this one. This was the first Mega Man I got. My neighbor had this, and I don't know what, I just borrowed it for a time, and then I guess he forgot it was over here, and I asked him about it, like, you want this back, like, a while later, and, like, he said, no, you go ahead and keep it, so, this has stayed in my collection since, forever ago, and, I continue to play it to this day. It's so fun. And I still remember all the levels and everything, and how to defeat the bosses, and the patterns, and where enemies pop out, and where the cheap falls are, and everything. But yeah, this is amazing. Any of the Mega Man games are great, but I love Mega Man 5 specifically. I know in 4, I believe in 4 is when he got the charge shot. And I love using the charge shot and just always, charging up my blaster and just blasting stuff as I'm going and just like tearing up stuff. But it's an awesome game. Just can't recommend this one highly enough. But yeah, definitely a must-have in the collection. In the Mega Mans, I'm not. This one is a little harder to come by, but any Mega Man game is an essential game to have for the NES. Promise you. That is my top 5 essential NES games. I'm going to go ahead and tag a couple of people myself. Okay, so I'm going to tag 3 people to do a tag response for their top 5 essential NES games. First one's up. It looks like it's a father and son team up. They are looking to do some more tag videos. They've done one or two already. They've done some pickup videos. It is a smaller channel right now, but they have some great content. I'm loving what I'm watching. Definitely be sure to check them out. We'll put their description below. AHamiltonL, you guys are tagged. All right, next person. All right, this guy comments on my videos all the time, and I know he's done a top 5 worst games he's played, top 5 games that made him laugh. He's a very knowledgeable guy in this industry here. I love all of his comments that he makes on my videos. I love watching his stuff. He just did a collection video of his Odyssey 2. He's got some awesome games in his collection. But be sure to check out my man Mark MT Shark 7. You were tagged, my man. I want to see what your top 5 essential NES games are. And then the last person is a buddy of mine here that did a very infamous trade with me. He has put one video out, and that was what, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'd like to see him make another video. Daniel Schmale, hey buddy, I want to tag you, man. I want to see what top 5 essential NES games you have or you've played. So there you go. Those are my 3 people that I'm going to tag. Yeah, look forward to seeing what your top 5s are. Guys, thank you for watching. Please check out the channels I listed below, and we will see you later.